Welcome to the Performers with Purpose podcast, where we strive to educate and inspire the community in everything related to the performing arts. Please listen, subscribe, and share. Welcome to the Performers with Purpose podcast. I am Teresa Hill-Putnam, and I am here with my longtime friend, Deborah Kenner. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm so thrilled to have you. We have put together this podcast so that we can just educate kids and anybody that's interested in getting into the entertainment industry. And I thought that you would be a perfect guest to have on today. I love following your journey, and I'd love to be able to share it with everybody. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank
How
you.
long has it been since we met?
I was trying to figure that out. I think I started teaching for you in 2004.
That's what I was thinking, 2003 or 2004.
Yeah,
And then I know that it's been over 20 years. We left Colorado in 2005. My
right.
baby was a year old, and she's
That's
now
right.
turning 21.
Oh my gosh, is
I
she?
know, crazy, right? It's been over 20 years. That's
Wow.
insane. I know.
Wow. Oh,
Crazy.
that's
So
kind of
tell
fun.
me a little bit about your journey and briefly just give us, an idea of what how you got started dancing and then we'll go from there.
So I really didn't know what ballet was when my mom enrolled me in the school. It was a brand new school and it was our neighbor, I believe, if I remember the story correctly. And I wanted to tap dance and ballet was much quieter. So my mom put me in ballet. And I was a third student in the school and the first two being the owner's kids. So there I was, four and
Wow.
a half years old, and with a bunch of older kids, and I was very serious.
So did you get to tap dance too or just ballet?
Not till later. I think I was in junior high, seventh or eighth grade, before she added tap to the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
And then
eventually,
what after that? You continued dancing your
I
entire
I
life?
right. I finished the school when I graduated from high school, and I was going to go off and dance, and I decided I wasn't ready to leave home. So I went to the University of Arizona, and I had a full academic and dance scholarship. And so I spent 4 years there training with fabulous teachers. And then I auditioned for Colorado Ballet, and they said, "Come join us." So I did, and I moved to Colorado when I graduated from the University of Arizona.
That's awesome. And that's about the same time that I met you or shortly after that?
Shortly after, I danced with Colorado Ballet one season, and then I went to David Taylor, and that's where I met Carol. And then
Right.
Carol introduced me to you, and then I started teaching for you. And then I was in Colorado,
Fantastic.
let's see, until 2008, and I moved back to Arizona to teach at my school that I grew up at.
Awesome. Okay, so tell me, where are you now?
I'm in Seattle, Washington. I
And what are you
how'd I
doing?
how did I get there? I When I was in Arizona teaching at my school, I would come up to Seattle to work in the dorms with all the kids that come from around the world. And I was like the dorm mom, and I could watch the teachers. And I was just kind of training myself on how to be a better ballet teacher. And they needed a substitute for one of their classes. And I was like, I can teach it." And I taught it in front of the leadership. And then they offered me a job. And 2 weeks later, I moved to teach at Pacific Northwest Ballet School.
And you've been there ever since.
Yep, 15 years. This is my 15th year.
Wow. And let me tell you right now, you were an awesome ballet teacher way before that.
Oh, thank
You
you.
worked for
Oh,
me. You were very well loved, very respected. We loved you. And, I was sad that, we had to say goodbye when we did in 2005. So anyway, I'm thrilled that you're still dancing, that you're still teaching.
it's
That's
fun. I
awesome.
think I think I'll always be doing it. I added Pilates in there just to supplement, and so I would have better training to teach ballet, and it's really paid off. It's helped a lot.
So what all do you teach right now? You teach ballet and Pilates, or do you teach other things as well?
Just ballet and Pilates.
Awesome.
Oh, I teach an anatomy class, but
Okay, I knew that
that's
you
it.
were really into all of this, and
Yes.
that's great. What is your favorite age group to teach?
Oh, that's so tough because I focus on the 5-year-olds through, let's say, 13, 14. And I think right in the middle, I love the third graders when they're just like really getting things and understanding how their body works. And then I love the 10, 11 year olds when they get their point shoes and it's just all brand new again.
Cool.
So I love that large age group.
And I'm sure
And
that you're a huge inspiration to all of them.
I hope so. I
That's
really
awesome.
try
Do you
to
have any
be.
funny stories to tell?
I just told this story the other day. My first year at PMB, we do for the little ones, we do what's called a petite finale. So they're not on a big stage. We just do it in the studio in our little black box.
Hmm.
And I picked the girl in class that knew everything inside and out and backwards and was such a good helper, didn't realizing that she would get nervous when she could see everybody. And the kid that was never in class and didn't think was paying attention, always facing the wrong way, those two kids got into an argument in the middle of the performance and pushing each other. And I
Oh
wanted to
no.
crawl into a hole and just disappear. And that was my first year, and I thought for sure, oh, I'm done at P&B, but
Oh
I'm
my
still here.
goodness.
But they say the funniest things. They all think I'm still really young. When I graduated, or I'm graduating next week, but when I finished, they said, "Wait, you can't still be in school. Like that doesn't work." And then one said,
And
"She
this is to
doesn't."
get your doctorate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the kids said, "She doesn't even have her driver's license yet. Of course, she's
Oh,
still
that's
in school."
hilarious. That's so funny.
They
One
think I'm
time I
young.
had a student, I think she was like 2 or 3, and I remember looking down and saying, "No, you can't lick the spit off of the floor. Somebody else's spit. No, don't do that." Yeah, the kids are the funniest, aren't
They
they?
are. They
Uh,
are.
I think we
They,
could write a book just on the
yeah.
funny things that the kids have said over the years.
I agree. I think it would be hilarious. Just compile everybody's stories, make one big book. I think it would be great.
I love it. Okay, so you teach dance, you teach Pilates, you teach anatomy, you just got your doctorate. What's next?
I don't know. That's the $1 million question right now. I want to continue teaching. I know that. I was thinking of going into collegiate level and working in a community college, possibly, but then I don't want to have to grade people.
Yeah.
So I'm not, I know I want to continue research. My research was on the neurodivergent community in dance.
Oh, that's
So
great.
so we have a class called Dance for All at PNB that it's in its second year and it's thriving. And I created the curriculum. The kids do about 10 or 12 weeks at a time. And after this last session, I interviewed the parents to see what changes happened or what they were noticing. And that was my research, was discussing. The big takeaway was confidence. And I was
Absolutely.
proud of that because I don't feel like I got confidence dancing, but I was on a different
Really?
track. Like I was
Okay.
just on a different track. Not, I had to be perfect. Like my technique
Yeah.
had to be. So when I look back, I don't feel like that's where I got confidence from. I think it's kind of
Wow.
trickled in over the years, but
That is so important. I'm now living in Los Angeles and I'm a performance and empowerment coach for performers, singers, dancers, actors, and performers. And the confidence building is one of the most important aspects of what I do, try to encourage them. So I understand where you're coming from with that. I think that that's wonderful, that that's the direction that you chose to go with that. Are you
yeah.
going to continue this program?
Oh, yes, yes. We're building
Awesome.
it. We're hoping it was only ages 6 to 10. And so now we've added 10 to 12, and we hope
Oh,
to
that's
progress it
fabulous.
even more. So then our kids aren't aging out.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then after 12, then they
We don't
age
know.
out.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
It's baby steps.
You might just end up teaching them until they're 100.
Right,
It's
right,
all good.
right. Well, and dance, I think there needs to be more emphasis on dance as therapy, but take
Oh,
it away
so
from
much.
dance therapy and keep it the integrity of a dance class, but
Hmm.
there needs more emphasis on it. So that's kind of the direction I want to go with the kids. And then I also do dance for Parkinson's. So I just
Oh,
want
that's
to
so
kind of
cool.
meld it together.
Good for you. That is so awesome. I'm proud
It's
of you.
fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, a day in the life of Deborah. What does it look like?
Oh gosh. So I usually get up. pretty early because I have an 18-year-old pug that
And
goes
I've seen
everywhere with
pictures
me.
of this cute dog.
She's asleep right next to me now,
I
or else
love
I would
it.
show her face. But so I get up pretty early to take care of her. Now that she's 18, it's a little more work. And then I'll
Mhm.
teach Pilates. I still have some virtual clients that have moved away from the Seattle area but continue to do Pilates. So I do about 3 hours of Pilates. And then the middle of the day is my me time and I'll run, I'll read whatever I need to do, get caught up on things. And then I teach 4 to 8:30, 9 o'clock at the ballet school every night.
Okay. Do you
It's
live close to the ballet school?
yes, yes.
And do you have your Pilates studio in your home, or do you go
It
somewhere to do Pilates, or where?
it's in my friend's home. She built out her garage during the pandemic because we couldn't work. So we
Right.
combined our equipment and put it together
That's
and it's
awesome.
continuing 5 years later.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well, good for you.
thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so what hobbies do you have? You said running.
Oh, this is funny because ballet and Pilates were always my hobbies, but I do run, I bike, anything outside. I love to read.
Do you have a lot of friends that you hang out with, or
Yeah, I have a lot of non-dancer friends now, which
interesting?
is kind of fun. So
Yeah.
I've introduced them to dance,
Okay.
gone to
Do they dance with
performances.
you?
They've taken my beginner ballet classes for adults. So yeah,
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
it's been fun. And then
Good for
I'm
you.
introduced to different things in their life. I think it's helped me broaden myself and understand like there's a whole other world out there that I didn't notice while I was dancing.
Well, and when you spend, 8 hours a day at the studio or 10 hours a day at the
Yeah,
studio, what other kind of a life is there? You go home
exactly.
exhausted, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
I remember growing up in high school, I would go to high school and then go and dance until 9 o'clock at night. And
Hmm.
even on Saturday, it was all day, sometimes Sundays as well, but mostly I would have Sundays off just to
Right.
catch up on homework and sleep and chores and whatever. And that's just kind of what my life was my entire life.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm glad that you're branching out and,
Thank
having
you.
dance friends and not dance friends. And
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Now, do
it's
you
fun.
teach 6 days a week or 7 days a week or 4 days a week or what?
6 days a week.
Yeah, you're
It's
a busy
it's
girl.
it's a lot, but I don't feel like it's a lot because I love it. There's
Perfect.
some days where I could use a little extra sleep, but then I
Yeah.
go to the studio and it's like home, just
Well,
going
and
home.
it is kind of magical when you're doing what you love to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really feel like work when you're in the middle of it.
Right. It's just a
So
process of getting there sometimes.
I get you. Right. I mean, I've been teaching since 1986-ish.
Wow.
So 86, 87. And no, I totally get it. Sometimes just getting there is the hard part, but once you're there, you kind of put that all behind you and
Right.
it's pretty magical. So,
Right.
well, okay. So if you had any advice to give to somebody who wants to be a dancer, a little kid, a teenager, an adult who wants to start dancing, what advice might you give them?
Be kind to yourself. There'll be good days, there'll be bad days, but they're all just days. And you learn from the good, you learn from the bad, and just be kind and patient.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I think
awesome.
that's the biggest thing.
And take it
Kindness.
literally one step at a time.
Exactly. Exactly. Know your goal, but you have to take those little baby steps to get to it.
Right. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And dance can be a lifelong journey.
Hmm. And you
It's
don't
not
even know
something that
it.
you do for a year and then you have to be finished with it. And it's not even something that you have to age out of, right?
Right. No, not at all.
So
Not at all. And you can start at any time.
I saw this lady online a few days ago, and she's a tap dancer and she just turned 102. I love it.
That's so amazing. Oh,
I
good
hope
for
that I can
her.
dance until the day I die too.
I know.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's
Pretty
amazing.
cool. Well, you are an inspiration. It's so much
Oh,
fun to be watching your journey, even though it's been 20 years since I've seen you in
gosh,
person, which is so hard to believe.
I know.
It's
It,
fun that I can still keep in touch with you through Facebook and, be part of your journey. And I hope that we can, continue to keep in touch.
Of course, I would love that. I would
Yeah.
love
If you're
that.
ever in Los Angeles, give me a call. I would love to
Okay.
see you.
Okay, definitely. And if
Yeah.
you're in Washington, let me know. I'll love to see you.
I love that part of the country. We went up
Summertime.
there on my daughter's music tour a few years ago, and it was so, so beautiful. I love is it the islands?
Bainbridge, San Juan's.
Olympic,
Oh, um, the Olympic Peninsula?
up that way with all
Yeah.
the different islands. We
Oh.
were looking for whales,
Oh, did you
and
see
we never
any?
saw any.
Oh, I have
Rats.
never seen the big ones. I've only seen the little minke whales. I always
At
miss out
one
on the
point, when
big
I
ones.
was pregnant with my daughter, my youngest, it was 21 years ago ish. We went up that way and went on a whale watching boat, and we ended up in a pod of orcas. There were probably
Oh,
30 orcas. They were so beautiful. So, have you ever
wow.
gone out on a whale watching boat?
I did, but I didn't see anything.
Try it again. It's
Right.
so amazing. So, well, it has been such a joy to catch up with you. Please keep in touch. And thank you so
Definitely.
much for coming on today and for inspiring us. We're
Okay.
trying to reach performers, dance teachers, and, other industry professionals that can inspire, especially the youth.
Oh,
So
that's great. I love it.
thank you for
Good.
doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you for doing what you're doing. I think if I would have never met you, I don't know if I would have had the confidence to do things because I was
Well,
at a
thank you.
point where I wasn't sure which direction to go. So I
Well, I'm
appreciate you.
glad you continue doing your thing because you're really good at what you do. And
Thank you.
congratulations on your doctorate.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. That's so
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Here's a virtual hug.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Performers with Purpose podcast. We hope you have been inspired to go out and follow your dreams.